the Girsan high power clones. So if you guys follow the channel at all, which I hope you do, you saw us recently post a video on the MCP35. This is the standard kind of stock high power. You notice in that video, we talk about some issues with magazine feeding and some performance issues. I haven't done anything with this pistol yet because I'm considering sending these both to MK3 Firearms, Las Vegas. They do a lot of cool upgrade stuff to these guns. In the video today, you'll see that we marked this magazine with blue tape. This magazine, for some reason, will not drop from the gun. But if I take this magazine, we have no issue whatsoever. Put this magazine in this gun, we have no issue either. So this is what we're going to talk about today. And we did a little testing on the guns together with magazines, but this is the MCP35 operator. This is a beautiful pistol. I was very surprised when this gun came. It was not sent to us. I did reach out to them and see if we could do some work together, but unfortunately, not much traction on that. But I ended up finding one at one of my distributors, and I bought the gun for the channel. This gun blew me away just on the aesthetics and how the gun looks outside the box. I love the G10, the Girsan logo in there, the high-vis front sight, adjustable rear sight. It does have a pick rail for light, and I love this trigger. The reason I mention MK3 Firearms is this trigger has a bit of, take up and quite a bit of over travel on the reset, but they do some trigger work to these guns that make them like, dude, it's impressive to see their videos there. So I just haven't had time with the holiday rush or RDR to get these shipped off to them, but I'm definitely gonna either try to hit up their shop in the next couple of weeks when I'm in Las Vegas for SHOT Show, or reach out to them and see if they're gonna be at the show as well. But I'd love to be able to get these tuned up and make you guys another video on these pistols, because I really wanna see, I wanna experience that trigger, and I would like to get this one, just maybe the front sight is dovetailed in the rear. I don't know what they do. I'm assuming they just grind this one down and put a dovetail in there to do some sight system, but it would be cool to kind of have a classic high power clone pistol. We'll see how that works out. But at the end of the day, that's something we have to figure out there. And then this one here, just cleaning this one up, is this one like a champ. That little ledge right here for the pinky magazine runs clean. You'll see we did a little bit of a shot of the group we shot this today. The gun shoots very well. The trigger is a bit slow because, as I mentioned earlier, there's quite a bit of take up, and then when the gun does cycle, there's quite a bit of over travel before the reset gets there, right? So I'd like to clean that up, and I think by cleaning the trigger up, this gun could do very, very well. And for anybody who wanted to get into a high power clone, they're very affordable. I was very impressed. You do only get one magazine. I did try to find these on the EAA website. I did not find them there. I was gonna reach out to them via email. I would like to get some more magazines. They are made by Mekar, so I'm assuming this is maybe, there's a standard Browning magazine does not fit for the high power. So I'm assuming these are slightly shorter, so I'm not quite sure if these were a magazine for another gun that happens to fit these, or they were specifically made for this gun. We'll find out, but I'll probably get a handful of these as well. But at the end of the day, everything's the same still on this one here. This one does not have the mag disconnect. You notice magazine's out of the gun, right? Mag's out of the gun, gun still fires. This one here, mag out of the gun, dead trigger. So that's one of the things that possibly is the culprit between these two, but this magazine both worked on that gun. This magazine worked on this gun. So that kind of stumps me on the performance of this one. And again, I'm gonna let those guys at MK3 kind of do their magic on that one and then trigger on this one. But if you guys are looking for a high power clone pistol, and again, you guys are probably gonna say, well, they never had rails, they didn't have fiber optic sights. I get that, right? This is kind of a 2020 version or 2023 version of a high power clone pistol. It's not exactly correct, but for today's consumer wanting things like a light rail, fiber optic, etc., and you don't want to be modernized in that pistol, you got this option, right? And that gives you some ability there. Be forewarned, this one here, and this is pretty inexpensive as well. These are dealer price. This is, or street prices is, I think, at 400 or just slightly below maybe. Those are gonna be 5 and change depending on where you shop. But if you want that more classic look of high power, rock this thing, and there's plenty of budget left over that if you find something you don't like, maybe upgrading the safety to a cylinder and slide style safety, maybe getting some different grip panels, additional magazines, cleaning up that trigger and removing that mag disconnect. That's all things that you get and have a pretty damn close high power clone pistol that would perform very well. Because at the end of the day, you can find used high powers on the open market. And when I say used, they look like evidence guns. Like they were either dropped on the street, dragged down the road, whatever. And those guns are usually on $1,000. And that's on the low end. A high end, clean, high power, original high power, you're looking at $1,200 to $1,400 depending on the final condition, but they're not cheap by any means. So definitely options here from our friends in Turkey. And the manufacturer Girsan, EAA, is importing these. So again, that's phenomenal options. I'm really impressed with this pistol. I had seen pictures of it and I saw a video, as I mentioned, at MK3 doing their trigger work, and I just felt it would be a cool one since we did this one, get this one. But yeah, these are pretty solid pistols. I'm very happy. Thanks for watching, guys. As I mentioned earlier, like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Let's help your YouTube algorithm to show you more gun content, channels like this one and others. By liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, your YouTube algorithm will slowly change and show you more of the things you want to see, like this channel here. As always, thanks for watching. We post 2 other videos every week on Gear That We Manufacture, Gear That We Own, Gear That We Review. Until next time, be well, take care.